Hey y'all, it's Heel Heat time.
Hi everybody and welcome to Heel Heat. My name is George Coles and this is going to be an unboxing video. The topic of this month's unboxing, Pro Wrestling Crate for Pro Wrestling Tees for February of 2017, and the theme of the box is high flyers. So without further ado, let's jump right in. As always with Pro Wrestling Tees, they secure their boxes really well. Because they give a good quality product. Let's get right in. First off, we have our manifest, shows you everything in here. A spoiler basically. So we'll keep that till the end. First things first, we get a Macho Man Randy Savage. Pretty awesome looking shirt. I'm a huge fan of Macho Man. I think that's really cool. One of the innovators of the high flying style. Definitely with his flying elbow drop and double axe handles. Very cool way to start it off. Next up, we have Reborn Matt Sydal. If you're not familiar with that name, some of you guys that just watch WWE, it used to be Evan Bourne in WWE. Now Matt Sydal for contractual reasons. I really enjoy that shirt. I think that's a really cool looking shirt. I like the design. So far we're hitting 2 for 2. Pretty awesome stuff so far, I think. Next up, we have the Superfly, Jimmy Snuka. Probably the innovator of the high-flying style, known for jumping off the cage. A little bit of a controversial guy. All the way up to the end of his life, he had possible murder hanging over his head, but I digress. We're just going to focus on the positive here. Now that we're done with the 3 shirts, we're going to get into the others. Now, first we have a little clapper. It says, "This is awesome." Clap, clap, clap. This is awesome. Doesn't quite make the right sound, but pretty cool either way. I take that, it's kind of funny. Next up we have, oh, that's awesome, Vanguard 1 Beta, powered by the 70s of Cameron, North Carolina. If you're not familiar with Vanguard 1 or what the Hardy Boys have been doing, that's pretty awesome. Vanguard 1 is a drone, of course, if you are familiar. But pretty cool. I enjoy that. It's making me laugh here. Next up, following with that theme, we get a Hardy Boys logo pin. Pretty cool in their traditional style, something you're very used to seeing them with. So sticking really good to the high flyers. Next up, we have a pennant for Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Pontiac, Michigan, Pontiac Silverdome, March 29th, 87, which is WrestleMania 3. Winner of the greatest match of all time. That's pretty cool. I know I've mentioned this before on some of our shows, but Ricky the Dragon Steamboat was my mother's favorite wrestler, so really cool little pennant. It's a neat little addition, something you can hang up anywhere easily. Next up, as always, we get a DVD. This is Freelance Wrestling presents Mustafa Ali, the complete collection. Now, a lot of you guys are going to be familiar with Mustafa through the Cruiserweight Classic and 205 Live. Just a great wrestler. Some of the matches we have on here, you have Mustafa versus Isaiah Vasquez, again against Isaiah Vasquez, against Jonathan Grisham, against Marty Skull, DJ Z, Leo Rush, and just you got GPA and a triple threat with Vasquez, Mustafa, and GPA. So just a cool little DVD of one of the premier high flyers in the business right now. Next up, oh, that's really awesome. we get an autographed Psychosis postcard. And if you don't know, this is from, I don't know if you can really see how in great detail, but this is from the only Meltzer 5-star ranked ECW match, Psychosis versus Rey Mysterio. Really, really cool, really awesome. One of the great matches in ECW history. Just a cool little thing, and definitely a nice little add-on, because I can see we still have our monthly autograph to go, so it looks like we're getting 2 autographs in the batch. Now we have Match of the Year 2016, it looks like Ricochet and Will Ospreay. Of course it is. From Kurikan Hall, Block B, Night 6, New Japan Wrestling, Best of the Super Juniors. A really cool poster. I actually like to frame that and potentially maybe get Will Ospreay or Ricochet to sign it. Awesome looking poster. One of the most polarizing matches in recent history. If you remember, this is the one where Big Van Vader complained about the style, and a lot of the older guys complained about the style, but it's the evolution of pro wrestling. We have here a 10% off card, so you remember, for ordering this box, you get 10% off of Pro Wrestling Tees. Before we get to the autograph, we get, looks like a postcard for WrestleCon, which is coming up WrestleMania weekend, March 30th through April 2nd. Sorry, it has Hyatt Regency there. Was reading 2 things at once. Pretty cool, fun thing. I will be attending WrestleMania this year, so maybe that's something I could add to my trip. And last but not least, our autograph. Let's pull this out. I can already see who it is. Mr. Monday Night, the whole fucking show, 5-star man, Rob Van Dam. That's really awesome. One of my favorite wrestlers of all time. I love Rob Van Dam as, of course, being an ECW guy. He's one of the mainstays of ECW, one of the main stars of the promotion. Really awesome autograph on a really nice looking picture of him in his prime, obviously. Very cool, very much came through. I mean, what better high flyer was there at the time than Rob Van Dam? So we get that, we get the Ricochet and Will Ospreay poster, we get the Psychosis autograph, the Mustafa Ali DVD, Ricky Steamboat pennant, the clapper. This is awesome. This is awesome. Still can't get it to go in the proper procedure, but still pretty cool. A Hardy Boys pin, which actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I have a friend, and I don't know if she's going to watch this or not. I know that her husband, who's also a friend of mine, watches these videos. So I'm just going to say this is going to go to one of my friends who's a really big Hardy Boys fan. And I'm going to give it to her because I like the Hardy Boys, but I think she would like it more. And just so you know, that's for you, Amanda, in case you do watch it, or in case Sean's watching. Sean, show Amanda that I'm giving her this. And keeping that, though, you can be a big Hardy Boys fan. You're not getting Vanguard 1 now. Vanguard 1's just way too cool for me to keep. And it's something that I want to keep on my own. Then you go back. Of course, the Jimmy Snuka shirt. I really, honestly, gonna be honest with you guys, I don't, because of the potential murder, I'm not a huge Snuka fan. He was somebody that as a kid I loved a lot, but my opinions changed. It'd be almost like if I got a Benoit shirt. I loved him as a wrestler, don't know if I loved the person. At the very least, he was an abusive person, so. Then we have our Matt Sydal shirt, and I don't mean to go into negative here, guys, I'm sorry about that, but Just being honest with you guys. It's a cool looking shirt, it really is, and it's one I'll probably wear once I get over my initial, buttness. Last but not least, Macho Man Randy Savage, one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. So we get both ends of the feud, Macho Man and Ricky Steamboat. Let's check with the, make sure we got everything we're supposed to. Yep. Everything that we're supposed to get's in there. Another awesome box by Pro Wrestling Tees, Pro Wrestling Crate. High Flyers was the theme of this box. Next month's theme is, I believe, Indie Superstars. But so far, every box that I've gotten has been great. Every shirt's been great. All the little additions have been really cool, really fun stuff. It's well worth the price. Something that if you got a little bit of extra money, you should check out. I mean, they offer different options. You got the Cheap Heat, which is just the autograph and the tchotchkes. You get the 1 t-shirt, 2 t-shirts, 3 t-shirts. And now I believe they're even doing one where you get a t-shirt and just the autograph and none of the little trinkets. So, many different options for your price range. I highly recommend it. I've not been disappointed at all with any of the boxes they've sent. So, that's just my opinion. But basically, that's all I have to say on this. My name is George Coles, and this has been another unboxing.